shout out to our good friend Alex Jones on his latest victory. The war rages on, but a judge has denied the sale of InfoWars to The Onion, saying they're not in bankruptcy anymore. You can't buy it. You can't have it. Denied. The first thing I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, have y'all seen what Alex Jones looks like right now? Can I pull up a picture of this guy? Alex Jones, ripped. Yo, Alex Jones is getting shredded in your blackmail. Do we? What is there? Is there? Look at this. This is from a few months ago. Alex Jones is getting back into shape, and this is pretty old. But for those of you that watch InfoWars, I wonder if we've got Alex Jones in shape, because lately he's been looking absolutely fantastic. And I want to give a shout out to AJ for the hard work he's put in getting fit, losing the weight, being healthy. It's inspirational, man. It really is. I mean, the dude, Alex, you were heavy, and you took your health into your own hands. And I watch those clips. I watch a little bit of InfoWars every so often. I see him on X, looking fantastic. And that's what it's all about. I encourage all of you. We had Fitcast IRL, where we encouraged everybody to get into shape, moving towards the election. I myself, over the past few years, got in shape, a little chubbier. I think it's really important. And so what I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that not only is Alex Jones winning the legal battles, where we won one of the great cultural battles with the election, a popular vote victory, much credit and thanks to Alex Jones. Now, a lot of people were involved in pushing those efforts, but Alex Jones, of course. And now, following those victories, there's more. There's more. Now, I'm hoping that based on this, the latest administration, we've got more news too. James O'Keefe had his federal, whatever they were doing, that investigation from the Southern District of New York, dropped it. We're winning. Yo. They're delaying Kash Patel a week. This is BS. But I hope we can see some action from Trump's administration to review this. It's clearly BS. It's clearly BS. We need a civil rights investigation on this one. But let me just say we're winning across the board. So today, as we read about Alex's great victory, the judge barring the sale of InfoWars, I want to remind you all to get fit, be healthy, be the best you can be. That's what it's all about, my friends. Before we read this story, of course, I'm going to shout out the Green Room. Last night, we were hanging out with Lisa Reynolds. We had Nuance Bro. My good buddy, Brandon Miner, was hanging out. Chuck, of course. I'm Chuck from Timcast. And it was fun, funny. If you want to watch a behind-the-scenes, somewhat inappropriate, joking about news, politics, the Super Bowl, just we were hanging out before the show. Definitely check it out. I think it was one of our better Green Rooms. It's fun. It's really fun. And, we're getting rave reviews on bringing the Green Room show back. We're getting more members. It's really, really fantastic. The Mary Morgan one, actually, let me scroll down and click the Green Room. This one, people were hitting me up like crazy saying, that was actually one of the best podcasts ever. Terry Schilling and Mary Morgan hanging out in the Green Room talking about all this stuff. Check it out. Support our work. Let's read from NPR. A federal bankruptcy court has rejected a deal that would have cleared the way for a second attempt to auction off InfoWars, Alex Jones' company. The decision Wednesday is yet another temporary reprieve for Jones, who's trying to maintain the perch and the audience he's built up over a decade. It's also a further delay for Sandy Hook family seeking to collect any of the $1.3 billion in damages they won after suing Jones for defamation nearly 7 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised after this victory if Jones files some more motions or whatever, and then we actually get a higher court to pause and say, we need a review of this because this does not make sense. Let me just say, my friends, look, I don't think Alex should have been saying a lot of things he said. It's whatever. He's his own man. He can say what he wants. But this is a crazy case where something like 10 years after he had made comments about Sandy Hook, they sued him for defamation. And there's a lot of questions. Apparently, it's been a while since this case happened. But in the initial case, they ruled in default, saying that Alex didn't actually provide the documents they requested, when Alex said he gave them literally everything. So what's going on here? I would say this. Trump pardoned Ross Ulbricht. He can do that. And a lot of libertarians saying the same people who went after Trump were going after him. It's BS. I hope Trump recognizes, and the people in his sphere, that the attempts to go after Alex Jones are not different. Now, I think he's got some responsibility for saying things about these families. I mean, defamation law exists, and I'm not opposed to people being able to sue when you are defamed, slandered, libeled, whatever. But to shut down his entire company, to publicly express their intent is not to get compensation for wrongdoing, but to destroy Alex Jones, I say no. I say no. They say Judge Christopher Lopez shut down any arguments from lawyers at the start of what was expected to be a day-long hearing Wednesday in Houston. He immediately ruled that he cannot approve the deal because it relates to assets of InfoWars parent company Free Speech Systems, which is no longer in bankruptcy. The judge is overseeing Jones's personal bankruptcy, and he said approving the proposed deal would require him to overstep his authority. I wonder if this is just a master move by Alex Jones. Basically, pull Free Speech Systems out of bankruptcy. That way they can't auction it off. I'm not going to allow the sale of assets anymore, the judge said, only a pure sale of equity. This is a reversal from the judge's previous positions that Jones's assets, Free Speech Systems, fall under the control of the bankruptcy trustee and is heightening frustration and confusion among those involved. It remains unclear how much bidders may be willing to pay for only the equity of a company facing massive judgments. Indeed. And it seems to be inviting attorneys to try and seize assets through state courts, even though Judge Lopez sternly put a stop to such efforts last summer. The judge also said on Wednesday that he would not approve another auction bid containing a non-cash component like the one the Connecticut family submitted in last auction. This is where things get crazy. They basically said, the Onion was like, we're going to buy InfoWars in bankruptcy, and we're going to put up cash and the money that InfoWars owes to the families that's to be paid for them from the sale, we will include. It makes no sense. Okay, let me try this again. This is weird. The point of the bankruptcy sale, let's say they sell InfoWars for $1 million. The $1 million then goes to the families of the Sandy Hook victims as part of their settlement, right? Or their judgment. They basically said to the Onion, we are going to, so the money you owe us, we will include as the sale, right? Basically, if that is allowed, they're basically saying no one can buy this. Because the way it would work is, they could be like, then you could say, we'll give $1 million for this, and then $1 billion on top. And when they say, where's the $1 billion? It's like, well, you know the $1 billion that's owed to the Sandy Hook families? It's that. And then they say, the Sandy Hook families are using their own debt to them to say the full value of the sale is the debt they put on top. That's what they were trying to do. And the judge said, no way. In that deal, the Onion, in conjunction with the families, offered half as much in cash as any other bidder, with the only other bidder, First United American Companies, which is affiliated with Jones and his online store. But the Onion bid also included a sweetener. The Connecticut families would forego some of their proceeds to ensure the other parties would collect more. In December, the judge ultimately blocked the sale, saying the bids were too low and citing other concerns, including that the Onion offer amounted to a contingency bid that was not allowed under the auction rules. Not only that, they said, here's how we're going to do it. Everybody write down the most you're willing to pay and put it in an envelope, and then whoever has the most wins. That's not an auction. That's a trick. That's not an auction. The auction should be, company says, we'll give $1 million. Sandy Hook family say, we'll give $2 million, or the Onion says $2 million. And then the other people can say, well, I'll give more. And that's how you auction things off. The idea that they would just stop there, insane. Since then, First United American Companies was planning to more than double its offer to $8 million, and the Onion was also expected to significantly increase its bid and to include a sweetener similar to the last one. But the judge ruled that out Wednesday, saying he wants the case to get back on track with a more simple deal. I was asked to approve a sale that had a contingency clearly in it, but was told to act like there wasn't a contingency. I don't want any more contingencies. If there's going to be a sale of assets, cash will be king. Bam! The Connecticut families have long said they are less interested in any financial windfall than they are in shutting down InfoWars and stopping Jones from continuing to spew the kind of conspiracy theories that harmed them. The Texas families have been more inclined to take their compensation and have some modicum of closure. Well, my friends, I need only tell you very simply, it is a new day in this country. Donald Trump is the president, and things like this ain't going to fly no more. They ain't going to fly. The attack on Alex Jones, for whatever he did wrong, should not be the end of his company and the jobs of everybody who works there, which is insanity. If you want to have a penalty for defamation, I support those. I agree with that. Let's have the trial. They wanted the GDP of France. I'm not kidding. Like $1 trillion. Now they want $1 billion? That's not payable. They might as well just say a gajillion, bajillion dollars. You want to get someone for defamation, fine. But what's the ultimate penalty going to be? A few million or something? Ridiculous. I hope the federal government looks at this. I hope a higher court takes it on. And I hope AJ wins more. But I'll wrap up by saying, my friends, get fit, get healthy, make America healthy again. That's how we do it. There's an American resurgence happening right now. We're getting healthier. We're cutting out the sodas. I'm drinking me this delicious Spindrift. I'd love it if they sponsored me because I love Spindrift. I don't know if, you know what's funny? Spindrift to me, I don't know anything about the company, comes off like probably some hippy dippy liberal guy in California who is like, we don't want all that sugar in our food. And they're totally anti-Trump and liberal or whatever. And I'm making that up. I don't know if that's true. But it's like, that's what it's all about, man. That's why the Democrats lose it when they go after RFK Jr., okay? Get healthy. This Spindrift stuff is 5 calories, 1 gram of sugar, carbonated water, raspberry puree, lime juice. I love these things. That's what it's all about. AJ got fit. Why can't you? Come on, let's go. Shout out to Alex Jones and InfoWars. Smash the like button, share the show with everyone you know. Become a member at Timcast.com. Stay tuned. We got more segments coming up, and we will see you all then.